Hello everybody, welcome to a new video by myself. Yes indeed, this is a video talking about an anime series. I'm bringing back my anime videos to this channel. Why am I doing that? Well, this channel is doing better than any of the other channels I've done in the past. Also, I did originally used to do anime videos like years ago before I decided to make a dedicated channel. That channel is no longer about because it was my own fault. I didn't put enough effort into it in order to make it work. So it was just a waste of time, so I deleted it. So I did mention in a previous video, whether it was on my vlog channel or an early one on here, saying that I would possibly come back and return with making them on this channel. But I'm making this video just as a test, just to see how it does, whether it does generally have some interest to anyone out there. I know a lot of people that love anime, a bit more of a casual viewers of it, so they kind of dip in, dip out, and people that just right out don't like it. So, but I'm making this because I love to talk about this sort of thing, and I miss talking about this sort of thing, and I don't want to make another channel again that's separate because it's not going to work. I want to carry it on with this channel. So, without further ado, let's talk about Neon Genesis Evangelion, the new redub on Netflix. So, let's get to it, shall we? Neon Genesis Evangelion. What is this series about? So, if you are on the fence about this series, you've heard about it, never seen it, I urge you to check out Netflix. If you have a Netflix account, go on your Netflix account, watch the original Neon Genesis Evangelion series. Just experience your brain melting into nothing but a mush in your head after doing so, and then possibly attempt the original movies as well. Then you'll probably end up in a comatose state forevermore. I'm not really being that over dramatic there, because Neon Genesis Evangelion are fans of this franchise, and people that love this franchise and people that hate this franchise have a very similar opinion, both sides of the divide. What the fuck just happened? That happens on both sides. So basically, Neon Genesis Evangelion has a lot of stuff like what the fuck moments that don't make sense, or they do make sense, but we just simply don't understand what the hell's going on. Even the writers, right? The movies, there's the end of, I think it's the end of Evangelion movie, which ends it all. That the end of Evangelion movie, literally, even the writers and the director of that movie doesn't understand what the hell was supposed to happen, because I don't know what happened, but I'm kind of guessing it was too many people, too many creative people at once, thinking, why don't we do this? Why don't we incorporate that? Why don't we do this? And then, oh shit, what we're going to do for the end? And it just ended up in a mass of mess and mush that has left many people for over the past 20 odd years asking what the hell just happened there. So yeah, there's a lot of that there's a lot of that with this series. What the fuck? What just happened? So, but I am a fan of this. I am a fan of it because it's big giant fuck off robot hybrids with an alien in them. Yes, they are basically biogenetic sort of beings that are essentially part cyborg in a way, part robot, and part some sort of organic creature. Now, that just sounds fucking awesome to me, so that's why I love it. And then what this series is kind of about, it follows 3 kids that pilot these things. You know, you've got Unit 1, Unit 2, and Unit 3. No, sorry. Unit 0, prototype unit, Unit 1, Unit 2. And so you've got Shinji Ikari, Oscar, and Rei that are the three main characters that the series follows Shinji Ikari, who's the main protagonist, and then it follows those two other pilots as well as it goes along. And it's basically about these kids that have to pilot these massive big fucking Avas, and they have to destroy these threats called angels. And they are like each one are completely different. They're not the same as the last one. Some of them are more stronger. Some of them are insane to look at, but incredible at the same time. And these are deadly, deadly alien things that just kind of pop up out of nowhere. Some of them pop up from somewhere out from outer space. Some of them come from underneath the earth. Some of them come from underneath the water. They are literally living alien organism things that live on the planet, and they just kind of hatch or all of a sudden come to the surface, and Nev are the only ones that can actually destroy these things. And Evangelion has these themes and tendencies within it that could maybe think, my God, this is a bit fucking far out. And it is very far out. But I love stuff that is far out. I love watching stuff that is out there that just smashes the fourth wall to fucking shreds and is just such a spectacular specimen of a series. You know, the animation of Evangelion is incredible. The sense of detail in every scene is incredible. And in the original series that I'm talking about now, everything is hand drawn. Everything it's all cell drawing and actual like watercolor backgrounds. It is fucking incredible. And the story works and it doesn't work. There is problems with the story, but at the same time, I fucking love it regardless. I don't care. I just love it. It's one of these anime series that I watched when I was probably about 16, 17 for the very first time. I picked it up with the first Rebuild film. It was my mate Sam actually that got me onto checking out the first that Rebuild film. And then from there, I checked out the original series. And ever since then, I've just loved it. Getting back onto the point of this video is to talk about the redub. Now, the reason why I actually did a bit of research. Wow, look at me, I did research. I did a bit of research, and I don't know whether to take this as an excuse on Netflix part, or if this is legit. I could kind of understand if it was legit, or either way. But apparently the reason why the series was redubbed is because of the ADV Films licensing agreement. Now, ADV Films were the company, North American company, that dubbed the original series in their first two movies back in the 90s. The Rebuild films were dubbed by Funimation, and they owned the rights to those films. But ADV Films just dub stuff. I've no idea how that works, but for some reason they was unable to secure the rights to the original dub, hence why Netflix had to go down the line of redoing it. Spike Spencer, Tiffany Grant and Amanda Wing Lee, they are the three main characters of the series. They play the three main children characters. And then you've got everyone else like Misato and Dr. Takagi, I think it is, and General Akari, all these other characters that are within Nev. You know, they are memorable characters. The thing is, certain characters was replaced with the Rebuild films as well, because certain actors they couldn't get in contact with, or they have, you know, they just don't do voice acting anymore. They only managed to get the core cast back, which is like, you know, the ones for the kid characters and some of the characters from within Nev. But this is a full cast rebuild, complete full cast recast. And I am very attached to the original dub because I am very attached to those actors. I actually met Spike Spencer, Matt Greenfield and Tiffany Grant at Digicon about, I don't know, quite a long while ago now. And I managed to purchase some of the Platinum Edition box sets from the woman who played Oscar, Tiffany Grant. and I managed to get them signed as well. But I managed to pick pretty much all of it up from air. But I had to go online and pick up the rest. So I now own the original dub and platinum edition, and so I am really. I am an avid fan of the original dub. I just love their performances. They are memorable performances, in my opinion, and they played those characters so goddamn well. And I was very dubious about a redub and a recast. But upon checking out the redub and the complete new cast for this series, I have to say it is growing on me. It is growing on me. It does. It is that each character plays their character fairly well. It's kind of a mixture of a new take, but also kind of mimicking the original cast at the same time. I kind of see that is the case with this redub. I think Netflix have taken quite a bit of care to a point in trying to keep the voices quite relatable to the original cast, which I respect that very much. Now, as for the story, I don't know how much the script has changed, and there are certain things, certain words of certain things from the original that have been changed, and I've got a bit of a gripe with, like, they refer to each of the children as children. So you got the third children, you got the third children, you got the second children, and you got the first children. Now, the word children usually means more than one. I don't know if this is an intended thing. I don't know if this is from the official Japanese scripts. I don't know if this is an error in the English in the English translation. But usually in the original dub, when they said the first child, they used to say child, the first child, the second child, the third child, which means that one child, which is Shinji, Oscar, and Rei. That is what they're referring to with that. But in the redub, they say first children, second children, and third children. It kind of baffles me why they've done that. Can anyone let me know in the comments below whether that is an intended thing or if that's an error? If it is an error, they fucked that up a little bit. Because, sorry, but children means more than one. But they are referring to just one child when saying children. But there's little things in the redub where I think they might have done maybe an error due to translating from Japanese to English. I don't know. It's just me. Because they used to kind of talk about the chosen children and everything like that, but it used to be first child, second child, third child, things like that. And then but in the redub it's first children, second children, third children. I am the third children. What? That don't make any sense to me. But for what it's worth, the actors play their parts well, very well. It just feels like the original series, but there's just little things in there. I don't know whether there was intended to be intended, so it's intended, or if it's an error in the new dub and the new scripts. Like someone's not adapted something from Japanese right. I don't know. It's difficult to kind of translate Japanese into English, and it's very easy to get something wrong. But that's all I want to talk about, is that, I love this series. I'm kind of it's growing on me as the dub. I think the actors are doing a good job on the new one. What do you guys think of the new dub? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you. See you soon, people. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comment below. Let me know what you think of the new dub. Let me know. Bye-bye. See you. Bye.